Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your energy tarot reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 25th to the 1st of November. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Have you seen the energy update? If you did, you'll know the elements that we're going to be going into in your flower a little bit later on. We've also got your yearly reading, which is going to be on Zoom. If you want to be part of that, ask a question and have some cards pulled on that. You'll find a link in the description below. But before we go into the energies and the effects on your elements, let's just get a reading from the Astroflower itself. So here it is here. The overall energy is here. Let's just see what's going on for you in this week. Very, very passionate on your relationship side, emotional side, or even on the spiritual side of life, I guess. Really, really strong. There's a lot going on there. It's like your inner fires are being lit. That's what it feels like. Your inner fires are being lit. And finally, you're taking the bit between your teeth, as it were. Let's just see what's going on the financial sort of side. This is boding very well into the future. It's creating a wave of energy, a certain determination, not determination. It's a vibe. It's an infectious vibe that you've got going, which is going to create luck and opportunity for you. Without, it's a really good vibration, really infectious, as I said. But yeah, very passionate on your relationship side, emotional side of life, and very sort of like infectious energy on your financial side. Yeah, look at that, really beautiful. My most favourite card of the pack, the Hierophant. It's like the priest, the Hierophant, and the priest has gone through 3 lessons: body, mind, and soul. The High Priestess, she's gone from mind, soul, mind, soul, and body. So she goes the other way. So it's all about the third eye, intuition. And this one's all about the steps you need to take in order to get to where you want to be. And that is totally up your street. Totally up your street. It's like things are really clicking for you. And I like that idea for you, Gemini. It's amazing when you're clicking. It's great. It's really, really good. So you know the steps. You've been through all the trials and tribulations. You know the steps you need to take in order to get to that star there. Your ultimate dreams, basically. Let's just see what's going on your relationship or your emotional side of life. You've got your karmic path here. It's like a figurehead. You're building a path to become a figurehead within your life. It's like, you got the front of the boat, and then you got the maiden at the front of the boat. I shouldn't be doing that, man, but you know what I mean? A maiden at the front of the boat, which is normally sort of like she's lent out in front of the boat. That's what it looks like. It's as if like you're taking the lead. That's what it feels like. That's really nice. You're taking the lead. And it could be you're taking a lead within relationships, or it could have to do with travel as well. You might have to travel in order to satisfy these needs. This want of life, of living life within you. What's going on in the connection with the universe, with everybody that is around you, synchronicities and so forth. You're making waves in the world around you. You're making waves. And even your past is doing this as well. It's almost as if like you now know the triggers or the things that you like. You now know how to put it into action. And finally, you've got the energy coming through you in order to do that. And you're really making waves in life. In your future self, I'm very triumphant. A lot of satisfaction. Yeah. A lot of, yes, a lot of feeling your place, feeling your position in life, within the world around you, with the people that are around you. What's the lessons of this week here? Fire is one of those essentials of life. And it's like you're discovering a an essential essence within you. That's where you got to learn how to cultivate that essential essence of fire and passion and desire for you within you, and how you project that into the world around you. You get Justice card, Libra card, another fellow air sign. Yeah, this is your karmic path here. That's why I was doing that with my hands. That's why I was doing that with my hands. See, that's the reason, because it was the Justice card. And I think you're getting your just desserts. I think your karmic path is it's sort of saying, right, that's it. Let's get on. Let's get out there. Let's enjoy life. Let's get engaged. Let's get engaged. Could well be. Oh, look at that! You get the devil now on this side here, and you're making waves. You're making waves. I think it's the devil likes to play. Okay, I'm not asking you to be a devil, because the devil's a Capricorn card, but I think this devil here is also, no, it's this card here. This devil here is showing you the finer details of the pathway that you need to follow. And, the devil will show you some pathways that you can turn around and kind of go, I'm not going down that path. That's a wrong way. That's a dead end. That's what the devil's there to do, to tempt you off your pathway so you can recognize your path. But it's in the finer details. Connection, you're making waves because you're coming back. You really are. Look, all of that lovely healing on that heart there. Absolutely beautiful for you, Gemini. Really, really nice. I think this is a fantastic week for you. This is the week where everything starts turning around. The future self is the Three of Swords. Are you breaking up from or have you been in a relationship that you are actually getting healing from? And in order to get healing from it, you've got to get passionate about it. And it could well be a case for some of you that this toxic relationship in the past could be causing you pain. And I think you're breaking through it. I think you're actually getting a lot of justice here. I think you're getting a lot of justice for yourself. I think you're letting go of this more than anything else. I'm going to put another card on that. I want to know what that's all about, because I'm convinced you're getting liberation from something that might have been painful in the past. I really do. And I think you're realizing it. And this is why now you've got the fire that's running through you. You've got the grit between your teeth. Yeah, look at that. Queen of Wands with that there as well. I think in the future, you're recognizing the pain that it caused you because you're getting passionate about life. And that's that fire coming through. And that fire is really driving on in the here and now and creating a lot of magic in your life. I think you might have been through very difficult times, Gemini, emotional difficult times. But freedom is coming your way. And I think you're getting your just desserts. It's on your karmic path to get justice for something, and it's a springboard to nurture this fire, nurture this essence that is within you with the Knight of Pentacles. This is you planting a whole new seed of life in your life, planting your own future luck. That's what you're doing. If I've got 10 seeds of corn and I plant those 10 seeds of corn, then I get 10 plants of corn, which has got maybe 5 or 6 different, sheaves on it. And I get a lot more seeds back for next year. And I can use some seeds to make something, and also at the same time still keep enough seeds back so I can actually plant even more than I did the year before. And this is what you're doing here. It's like you're taking the bit between the teeth and you're really going on and, allowing your fire to come through, which is going to bring in a lot of healing from your past, from any painful stuff in the past. Wow. Gemini, this is a new you coming to the surface. A new you coming to the surface. Let's see what's going on the financial side. Karmic path. I don't know if we talked about this in the past, of this pivotal thing sort of like flowing through. It's now breaking. It's now putting physical things in your life that are the rewards of what you've done in the past. Your karma is starting to pay you dividends. In the connection to the universe, and the synchronicities, it's all in that. It's how you put your energy into things. It's how you put your this determination, and allow this fire to drive the passions within you to actually see things in a different way. So there's a lot of coincidences coming in that's helping you to actually be the person you want to be. In your past self, you may have felt like that you've been going up these stairs here, but it's been going round and round and round. It keeps going up, but it just doesn't stop. And I think that's what you felt like. It almost feels like you were on a treadmill sort of scenario in the past. And that's coming to an end. It's like, you're getting to a platform where you can actually leave that circle, as it were, that enclosing circle. In your future self, this is where the sword comes back into play here. I'm not sure, it's not necessarily to do with the justice card, but it almost is like you're now starting to cut through the mist that has been disguising. You might have been walking around in a circle and you couldn't see a path around you because you were caught in the clouds. And now you're getting a knife that's just literally cutting through all of this. In your lessons for this week here, don't be satisfied with what you don't like. Don't be satisfied with what you don't like, what you don't want. Don't be satisfied with what you don't like. That's all I keep getting. Okay, let's just see what's on the karmic path here. You got the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, I think you're getting the rewards. As I said, the 9 of Pentacles is a beautiful thing. It's like not every single fruit is available and ready and ripe at one moment. And she's just collecting here as she goes, as she needs. And I think this is where your karmic path is paying you back of all the investment that you've done in life. In the universal connections, you've got the 9 of Wands. Sacred lessons you have learnt for you. You're not going backwards. And that's why you need to cut through this mist. You need to break through something in order to push you to the next place. Do not be satisfied with what you don't like. Okay? I think that's really important. In your past, this is where it's been very internal. You've thought about loads of things. Yeah, and maybe you've thought too much. And it's now time, you look at this, divine counterparts really within your life. And this could be a divine job for you and a divine direction that you are finally discovering. You've known it inside you for some time. And now what's coming out of you is the gumption to go ahead and do it physically. Well, the gumption, I say the gumption, the determination, as it were, the fire. I'm going to go off and get it. Let's see what the future sort of says. What's the future we get? The World card. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I think you're kissing goodbye to all pain in the backside people in your relationship side, because that's where you're going to in your future. It is really good. I get a really good feeling about it. I think it's like, follow that. Follow your success. Whatever's working for you, you're going into a new paradigm here, into a new future, like an Ace of Swords sort of scenario, I said. And you've got everything. The world has got everything. Everything we have comes from the world, comes from the earth. And it is you going into a whole new chapter in your life. And you seem to be the one that's just literally walking after it, breaking through that mist. Yeah? The Hangman, see things differently. Do not be satisfied with what you do not like. That's what that's all about. See things differently. Do not be happy with what you don't like. Gemini. I was going to call you Sagittarius then. You could be connected to a Sagittarius. Sagittarius is obviously the opposite sign. And it's almost like we'll see on your elements then. We'll go into that actually. Maybe there's a connection there. We'll go into that. Let's just bring up the sun, shall we? And see what's going on with the sun. So here we go. We've got the sun here. If you want to know more about the energies and the universal vibration, how it plays out within your chakra system or your aura, please do go and see the energy updates, because that we go into a lot more sort of depth than we do here. But just basically, we've had coronal holes that have been main features on the sun for the past week. It's taken the place of that air energy within the earth, that's definitely for sure. But it's also backed up by this trusty filament energies, which we've been going into a lot on the energy updates. The sunspots, which create the earth and the fire and air energies, they're not few and far between, but they're not very organised. They're not creating a lot of eruptions, so therefore there's not a lot of energy coming in from outside the earth. All the energy is coming from within inside the earth. And there was an amazing message from the earth, and an amazing chakra sequencing as well, which you should go and see. It's on the energy update. It's really good. We have here, these are the eruptions on the sun, and we see quite a few M flares over the last week, but nothing heading in our direction. There was not a lot of ejecta with them, so they sort of like held in. There was more ejecta within the filament eruptions more than anything else. And it didn't affect the aura or the magnetic field of the earth. This is the KP index. It's all very calm, very good calm weather, as it were. And this has allowed the earth to to breathe out, and it's breathing out that earth energies. And we also saw that on the energy update with the earthquakes, because we have one earthquake that's down here on the South Pole and one here on the North Pole, and they were the biggest earthquakes of the day. Excuse me, 5.7 and 5.2. And it was like resetting the energies from going from air into earth, and getting on and doing. And I think this is what's driving your fire, because earth energy is the fuel of fire. Then it transfers air into water. So this earth energy has been recharging up. And also, just after this earthquake, a couple of days after this earthquake, all the volcanoes in Iceland started erupting. So, it's definitely the time of the earth energies at the moment. So let's just bring up your flower here. Here we have your flower. So we're looking at mainly earth-water combinations. The only real earth-water combinations with all air signs, you have this earth here and water combination here. This water from Cancer, this water from Cancer, sorry, and this earth here from Taurus. So it's fixed earth, with cardinal water, and this comes out of the cardinal earth of Pisces. So this is this idea that's driving your fire within you, because next to it you have that fire there. It's driving this fire here that's emotionally giving you that space, I think, over this side here, which is allowing you to be very fixed here on your earth energy that goes around you. So we're going to be pulling a few cards on this point here, the cardinal water, the fixed earth on your relationship side. There is a lot more fire in your system than there is actually air. And this is the driving force that's coming through the center of you. Okay, so let's, with this driving force here, let's put a few things here. The other thing that I think is very interesting could be at the base of this card here, of this one here. And it's because you've got the water, you've got the earth here and the water here as well. Celebrations. Lovely. Don't know what that's all about. So you got this, you got these two energies here, which will be interesting. So we'll pull something on that as well. So let's just bring up your cards again. Let's just sort the cards out so you can see what we're talking about. So we're talking about this sort of cardinal water that comes in here, going between the lessons that you learn in this week here of how you just carry on. You know the steps you're going towards your good times, and you can allow that pain to be leaving in your life in the future. And that's that giving you that emotional sort of direction. And you're being very fixed about how you do things in there. And that's what the energy is trying to bring into your life at the moment, giving you stability within your life, your physical stability. So it gives you a chance for your emotional directions in your life. Look at that. You get the King of Wands coming up through there on that side there. And I think this is the earth energy that is driving your fire. You are owning it. Gemini, you are really owning it. And I think you've had enough of anybody that around you that's just toxic and just not worth it in your life. And it could be some people that you actually really, that you love. It doesn't mean they're nasty people. It's just that maybe a case of that, being with them causes you pain. It's just as simple as that. And that cardinal water that comes through you, you get the Emperor. It's an incredibly empowering, this is the general energy that's running through you at the moment, really, within your relationship side. It's incredibly powerful. Really, really powerful. Why do I want to keep calling you Sagittarius? Stop it. Yeah, blimey. Yeah, it's really powerful what's coming through you, Gemini. Really, really powerful. Let's have a look what's going on. We've got the High Priestess down there as well, that we're going to be looking at the base of that one as well. Let's just have a look at that now, because that Emperor card is really throwing it out there. Let's just see what's going on there. We've got the Nine of Wands at the base here. Yeah, I think this is basically... I wouldn't stand for any rubbish anymore. Go out there, get what your heart's desire. Step into this new paradigm. Don't go backwards. Break out of that mist that's disguising your pathway. On the cardinal water that's coming through your life, happiness after difficulty. I think the energies are really working good times for you at the moment, Gemini. Really, really beautiful. Happiness after difficulties. With this fixed earth that comes in, I think this ties in a little bit here to the Nine of Wands here, and it's letting go of the past, letting go of the disappointments of the past, and then opening up to beautiful sort of connections, getting out of a rut. This is what I was sort of saying here, where you've got to see things differently and see your pathway to really go after what you want in life. Okay, so yeah, there you go, Gemini. Don't forget about the yearly tarot reading that we're going to be doing. We're on Zoom. If you want to be part of that, there's a link in the description below. The energy update as well. Thanking you very much for being here with us and showing all your support through the channel. It's absolutely beautiful. I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.